All right, starting off for Monday is going to be unstable front squats. That's going to be 6 sets of 3 reps, okay? You're going to go light, all right, because it's going to be a lot of wiggling with the barbell, so you'll see what I mean. Again, make sure you have the correct barbell to squat with when you're on this side. So I've got some plates on here. How I'm going to band it, right? I can grab the orange band or the green bands. This is just going to be a little stronger. So I'm looping it through. I'm going to get both sides through. Feed it on top of each other and then clamp that in. Just like that. All right, this is going to require a lot of bracing. It is going to feel different. Small baby steps, right? It's already wiggling and I'm out of place. Like I said, small steps on the way in as well, because I am really wobbly. All right, so like I said, you're just going to be really focusing on keeping everything tight, right? So short, choppy steps, tight core, right? Keeping your chest nice and tall, getting the elbows high where you need them, and just focusing on staying nice and stable, and just staying really tight, because you're going to feel a lot of this on the way down and on the way up. You guys can grab the bands for the unstable front squats over on the weightlifting side in the corner. Our next movement is going to be pistols. That's going to be 4 sets of 12 reps. You can alternate them if you want to. Right, you can do them all on the same leg if you want to. That's fine. Right, you can break it up if you need to get to 12 per leg. No problem with that. All right, you can modify your pistols. You can go to a box. All right, you're trying not to sit back and come forward, because you would never be like that in a pistol. You're going to be more loaded, definitely towards midfoot, putting more of your weight, and your knee is going to track over your toe, right? You can hold the leg, like this. That's fine as well. So keep in mind, like I said, you're not going to be sitting back on the box and then coming forward, right? You're going to descend like you would for your pistol. So like I said, you can have that height wherever you need to for that one. Or if that doesn't work, we can go to flamingo lunges or flamingo pistols, right? I'm just hooking that back foot. So those would be your modifications, and it would be the same rep range of 4 sets, 12 reps. What you're going to be supersetting after the pistols is going to be your weighted back extension. So once again, in order to move this around for your height, this would be shorter person, taller person, or more flexibility, less flexibility. That kind of like blends in with each other, all right? You would turn this style, pull it out. Again, taller person, shorter person. How you know where you would want to be is this. These are my hips and where I can fold freely. This shouldn't be getting in my way, right? So if it was higher, I would be folding over from here, right? So lower past the hips, and I can create like a good morning feeling, okay? What I'm trying to make sure with my hips is I'm not too arched, I'm not too tucked, right? Maybe I go back and forth a little bit to find a middle, and that's what I'm trying to maintain to hinge over from there. So it is weighted, but if just you alone doing this movement is challenging enough, then that's fine. All right, so I'm going to grab a plate, a dumbbell, I'm going to hold it by my chest, and like I said, I'm going to focus on just moving through my hip. All right, coming up till I feel like I have a straight line from my head to my heels. All right, coming right back down. I don't want to like round my back or like arch my back too much for this one, right? Or just swing myself up and down. Okay, I'm focusing on keeping that pelvic stability I found in the beginning as I come up and down. Now you will feel this, glutes, hamstrings, glutes, and low to mid back. You should try to feel it evenly. If this is over dominating, could be too heavy, you could be going too low, too high, not in a good position. You should feel, like I said, from hamstrings, glutes to lower back on this one. Okay, you're gonna end that superset with uneven push-ups. That's gonna be 4 sets of 15 reps. So I can do a dumbbell option, right? I could be on my knees or on my feet, right? I could do 7 on one side, 8 on the other side. I can do a ball option as well, a kettlebell option, etc. You're focusing on getting a full range of motion. I know your chest won't hit the floor with some of these options, and that's fine, but like I said, it's still focusing on a full range of motion as long as the shoulders are feeling pretty good. And of course, focusing on not, using your upper traps to do the movement, right? Or sometimes when people come down, they roll the shoulders forward instead of, right? So that's forward instead of holding the shoulders back. Scaps in place, right? That's what we're looking for instead of, right? I'm shrugging into my neck every time with this. So pulling that down and using my lower traps to keep that controlled. Our next movement is going to be chest flies. So we're going to use this chest fly machine. If I'm a taller person, I'm going to want this seat a little lower, right? Shorter, I'm going to want this a little higher. And I would pull the pin out, adjust that where I would need to. I'm looking for my arms, right, to be kind of even with the shoulders. So not too low for this one, right? Not too high for this one. So kind of in through there-ish. I'm going to grab one side first, right? Keep my arms close. Grab the other side. Come up, and I'm going to start my chest fly right from there. Let me see. I'm going to adjust my hands up a little bit. There you go. So I'm going to think nice big hug, keeping that slight bend with the elbows, right? I'm not trying to bend more as I come down, at least for this one today. Right? Again, I'm not in through here, right? Making sure I keep that relaxed. I'm not trying to use my neck or my traps. I'm trying to keep my lower traps engaged. And I'm only going to go as low as I feel comfortable, and I can keep that range of motion and my upper body in control of stability. Right? To get out, I'm going to tuck my arms in. I'm going to let go of one side at a time. And then to load this, it's across the back. If I need to put some plates on here, okay? This is naturally a little on the heavier side, I think, without anything on there. So if this range of motion or if this weight doesn't feel good, empty, you can still use this machine, grab a pair of dumbbells, and then do it from here. If, like I said, that range of motion or just the weight from the beginning doesn't agree with you. And that's going to be 4 sets of 12 reps. I'm going to superset the chest flies with single leg RDL. You can use a pair of dumbbells or a pair of kettlebells, no problem. That's going to be 4 sets of 10 reps per leg. So I'm going to first practice standing and feeling this out, right? I'm barely putting any weight on here, okay? And I'm going to hinge over just like an RDL would be, right? So if this is an RDL, I'm going to go right past my knees. I want to imitate that on the front leg. I don't need to step back very far. My one foot is maybe around my heel, something like that. And I'm putting all my weight here, okay? That's just going to be there for stability. Okay, same thing when I want to switch. I'm acting just like I'm doing an RDL. I'm just putting all my weight on that one leg.